Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to No Man's Land. So, just doing a bit of soil sampling. I've spent this early part of the morning just going around doing the sampling on all the fields, to see if we can get this last little bit in one go. There we go, that will do. So all of the fields that were harvested have now all been sampled so we can get them limed, fertilised. Of course, we've still got, 1, 2, 3 fields to harvest. Had some rain, still waiting for them to dry. Look at that. Lift it up and we can send samples for analysis. Okay. But yeah, so we're just waiting for the crops to dry. I'm hoping that they will. What's the weather forecast like? Okay, dry until late tomorrow. So actually between today and tomorrow, hope they'll dry. Today's a pretty good day for drying, so yeah, fingers crossed. Right, so just skirt along the edge of this field actually. So yeah, little gator's been busy, done all those fields, driving around the map. Lots and lots to do. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to drive down to the biogas plant where we left the truck, because I forgot yesterday that I should have sold the bales at the end of the day, the silage bales, so we'll do that now. And actually, no, we'll skirt down the edge to save us all the way around, because that will take ages. Right, there you go, soil sample's done. That was a lot of soil sampling. Skirt on the edge here, which we can still do while the trees are mere saplings. Drive through the undergrowth. There you go. Right, that's better. Right, now we go back onto the road. Yeah, loads to do. Mid-autumn already in our first year of seasons on No Man's Land. So we'll just park here. And there we go. So we can we can just unload these bales straight in actually. Let's see if I can squeeze in this side. There we go. Unload bales. We'll just do unload here. It tends to get a bit messy. And then they'll gradually start, to be fair, most of those are on. They'll gradually start to disappear. What I can do is just drive forward a little bit. It processes quite fast. We are on ×5, so it's not going to take long for them to start disappearing. But we could always do... Ooh, I've not got this right, hang on. Transport position. Yes, triangle first, isn't it? Right. The bizarre thing is, and you'll see this happen, they'll keep disappearing. Because they've already been in the digester, even though they're now on the lorry, they'll keep disappearing. It's really weird. But there you go. Now they're slightly neater. This one, I can't move them around. But they'll be alright now. Hopefully that one won't fall off. No, that'll be fine. Right, they'll go in. Let's go pick up the rest. So I'll do that. Operate position. Right, just triangle, then square. That's what I always forget. Shouldn't need that anymore. I haven't got my panel plugged in. I was going to this weekend, but I have to share the office, the study with my wife, so I thought that's a bit unsociable. I might do some snow runner later, so we'll see. But anyway, enough of my domestic challenges. Oh crikey, there's still a lot left. It's more than I thought. So I thought it'd just be one more load, but it isn't going to be just one more load at all. Missed one, I'll have to come back. Oh, actually, no, I might be wrong. I think then they all fit. Yeah, we'll get them all on, it's fine. So we'll do this, and then we can return the truck. It's leased, so it's kind of stupid that I didn't do it yesterday, because of course it's ended up incurring an extra daily lease charge, but there you go. And we've got, then we could start, I don't know, spread some lime on the fields. I want to sow a cover crop in the field that we harvested earlier than all the others. the one a little while ago because I just haven't got around to it, so I need to do that, get that in. There we go, done. So what's that, another 19? Okay, good. And these were, what baler did I use? These are 4,000 litre bells, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's what, 76,000 litres? Right, yeah. Nice. Need to do a digestate run. A digestate run. Really need to do a digestate run. Well, actually probably several. So when we get a bit of time, we'll have loads of time over the winter, it's fine. And we've got manure and probably enough digestate to do all the fields that we have anyway, so should be right. I can always come and get some in the emergency if we suddenly run out. I'll try and get these in as well as possible. No worries. Yeah, it done off go pretty quick, these ones. There we go. Done. Right. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I will sort out return of the truck and I'll see you shortly. Right, so always a slightly slow journey back with the old data, but it's a great piece of kit. I am umming and ahhing about keeping it though. We've now got the little John Deere mini tractor as well, it might be, whoopsie, sorry, it might be a little extraneous, but we'll keep it for now. I just have to be very careful with slots. Maybe, hopefully I'll find another purpose for it. I'll find a purpose for it on another map, and that will suffice, because I do love it, it's awesome. Anyway, I'll leave the gator. Right. Okay, I think next then we'll get the, that's loud. Wander through here, I have leased a seeder. Just squeeze through. And a seed tank. I haven't checked the power requirement since I picked it up from the store, but I'm hoping the rigid track will be sufficient. It's a little bit heavy on the back, but with the weight of the seed in the front, it's okay. I've already set it to oilseed radish. So yeah, let's try it. I haven't done cover crops on 19, certainly not on seasons anyway yet, and certainly not with precision farming, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Whoops, steady, a little bit sensitive. Right, so let's get it unfolded. So this is one of the ones from the government pack. Felt like a reasonable size for what we're doing right now. Yeah. Might be a little bit underpowered then. It's only this first bit though that's really steep. Once we get this first bit done, it won't be so bad. On the other hand, it appears it gets steeper. I might need to go and get the brain's gone dead, the Deutz. We're not far enough over anyway. Yeah, let me do that. I think this may have been a bit optimistic. Let's go get the Deutz. I'll just hold it up. And we'll try that again, shall we? Right, shouldn't be having any problems now, that's for sure. I do need to get this serviced actually though, this tractor. It's got a fair amount of wear and tear on it, so it'd be good to get it in the workshop at some point, but it's alright for today to do this. This is well within its capability. So I do wonder then Maybe we need to think about another big tractor. I quite like the Rigitrack. It's quite a fun tractor, but I've already got a sort of medium, you know, slightly oversized, quite useful, largish yard tractor in the Massey Ferguson. But maybe we should be looking at, I suppose we could get a saddle track or something, I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, maybe it's not powerful enough, and I could do with a couple of workhorses really, the amount of fields we're starting to get, the size of some of the fields we're going to start to get bigger and bigger equipment, probably to the point at which eventually this tractor won't be big enough either. Can't seem to get quite, there we go, that's better. No, I just can't keep in a straight line to that edge, I'm not sure why. That's better. Maybe more sensible to get a worker on this, but anyway, we'll do a little bit. So yeah, yeah, unfortunately, maybe, I mean, to be fair, I only really got the Rigitrack to do tree planting, and I've done a load of tree planting now. I don't remember if I did it on video. Oh, we had a slight incident with the poplars as I drove through. I managed to hit that blooming bio bale that I've still got. They are bothersome, those bio bales. And it pulled the tractor into the poplars, so I lost a whole load of poplars, but I hadn't saved the game. I could roll to redo everything that I'd just done, so never mind. But yeah, I really need to get rid of that and take it to the sawmill. Oh damn, I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Anyway, whatever. Oh yeah, the Rigitrack. So yeah, so I did put some more trees in. So as I said, I mentioned I would do, but I don't think I did it on screen. So yeah, so I put a line of trees in along the far side of the yard as well. So the tree planter's gone back, and so to be fair, for now at least, I could return the Rigitrack. It's leased anyway, not bought. And you know, maybe I'll have another special job for it at some point, and we'll lease one again for a short period of time. But I think right now we're getting to the point where we need more powerful tractors, without a doubt. Actually, this isn't going to take too long. So yeah, kind of hoping by this afternoon that the fields, the crops will be dry enough that I'll be able to harvest the last 3 fields. That would be good. The forecast has improved slightly, so we've got a slightly longer dry window than I was expecting, which is a bit of a relief, I have to say. So we should be alright, but it didn't, and it sure is windy. Look at the speed of that windmill. Yeah, and I suppose to be fair, we are still pretty high on slots, so returning the Rigitrack would save us some slots. Mind you, then I'd just end up buying another tractor, but still. At some point we'll need another seeder or a cultivator. In fact, I need to check and see if any of the fields that we've done need ploughing. But I guess I'll probably, if they do anyway, just do that with a subsoiler. I'll name it plough and cultivate. Actually, time's pushing on. I would quite like to get those fields aligned today, so maybe we'll get a worker to finish this off. See how he does. There's bound to be stub bits to tidy up at the end, but that's okay when you're seeding. You can always come around and do the headlands later. It sure as heck isn't using an awful lot of seed, you know. If this proves to be successful, we'll try and turn more fields organic. Because this one, actually just remind me, sorry. If I remember rightly, I haven't put anything on this one yet, right? Oh, I've taken the field info off, didn't I? Right. pH value, yeah, pH value is perfect. Nitrogen's not crazy low, but it sure, yeah, it sure probably does want to be oh, well, it certainly wants to be higher, but yeah, okay. I don't think I manured it. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have done, because the whole point was to keep it organic, but there you go. And the cows at this point in time are not organic. But that is a target I want to work towards. We'll just have to see how we go with this sort of test field. Because I say it's the first time I've tried to do this in seasons on 19, just because with the weed system it doesn't lend itself, but it just means we'll have a loss of crop. If weeds come up after I've, used the weeder on the first ones, then we'll just have to live with them, once the crop gets to a certain, so it basically means in the meantime though I'll have to weed out all of the weeds. But we'll give it a go. Anyway, as I said, let's get a worker on this, and let's get on with something else. Right, so we got the 3 purple fields to do. Oh, by the way, one other thing I also did, I squared off this field. I sort of ploughed it out originally. For some reason I put a bit of a curve in it, I don't know why. So I've squared it off. It looks like I missed a bit, just so I can put this track in along here, which I've started on, but that's a bit of a work in progress. Anyway, yeah, so, but yeah, looks like, now this one's cultivated, but I'm pretty sure I hadn't already limed it. No, I hadn't. I don't think. No, not quite. Doesn't look like it'll need a lot though. Interesting, it doesn't need an awful lot of nitrogen though. I'm fairly sure I hadn't done anything to that already. These other 3, as you can see, they desperately need nitrogen, as does the grass field. And they all need lime, so that's what we're going to do. I sadly returned the Rigitrack. It saved me 24 slots, but I'm still in the red. It's a little bit worrying, really. Hey, there you go. As soon as I move the cows out of the old cow barn, of course, I'll be removing that as well, which will help. That's quite heavy on the slot count. Now then, I can't remember how wide this thing spreads. Ooh, about that. That was a good guess, wasn't it? It's what you might call quick, this thing. Stop, 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 stop. Oh wow, but not so quick on the brakes. Luckily, of course, it's got narrow tyres. Yeah, I thought I might have missed the edge along that bit. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Wow, the brakes really aren't great, are they? Something that flies along at the speed this thing does. Yeah, the brakes are a bit rubbish. And of course, we caught the edge, as is the thing. What we'll do then, actually, to try and avoid that, is we'll just go along this way. So they might be a bit limey. It just makes sense to just go around and do them all at once. Those that need it. But I'm just kind of hoping that next episode we'll be getting those fields harvested. I really hope by then it's dry, sort of, early to mid-afternoon. It should give us enough time to get them harvested, and then we've got the rest of autumn to get the fields prepped and, well, see what other things need doing. There we go. A few new fields to plough out, of course, so that's something else that we can do before the ground gets frozen in the winter. Which would be good, and 1 or 2 others that I probably could do as well. It sure means next year is going to be busy, because I've already marked out 2 more and I've got another 2 planned, so yeah, that's going to be a lot of fields. I'm just going to do this way just to see. I even managed to get some lime on the edge of that field. That's a bit poor, isn't it, really? There we go. It don't half spread a long way, this thing. The one thing about precision farming is, and I know it's a great idea, but just you can end up with gaps, and I'm sure it doesn't make a lot of difference, but for someone like me who can't bear to leave gaps, it's just it's not good for my mental state. There you go. Oh, there's a gap. I just have to get used to it. Could be a good thing in the long run, you know? Right, next field. Right, nearly done on here. I was in missed a bit. See, it's just, oh God, no, it's not good. It's not good at all. Still, we're not doing too good with the lime, actually. I think we started, I was hard about filling it up before we started, but we've actually only used about 4,000 litres. And I think this field is probably the biggest that we have. Even bigger than the big cornfield, or at least on a rough part. Actually, you know what, I'm not sure. Is it? It's kind of hard to tell, they're very different shapes. It's probably roughly equivalent. But I think we've got enough, at least to do these. I'll need some more before I do the rest of the fields. But for the fields that I've got to today, I think this will be enough. There's just 3 more to do. Not too bad. And as we drive up and down, the one thing I haven't mentioned yet, and you'll know it already, because I'm already thinking it's going to be the thumbnail and the title of the video, is, and I'll say it as we go back up, the elephant in the room, or actually the horse in the room with us here today, is the no man's land white horse over there on the hill. Helper J's blocked by an object. Weird. All right. How much has he done before he got blocked by an object? Quite a lot of it. He's stuck on the horse thing? Seriously? Oh my goodness me. Anyway, there's only a little bit left to do. He's actually done a pretty decent job. So yeah, up there on the hill, right at the end of the valley, call it that. I suppose it is, isn't it? Because it's surrounded by hills. Is the no man's land white horse. As white horses go, I never commend my artistic skills, but you know, no white horse is supposed to look perfectly realistic. It is modelled on other real-life white horses. And from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. I might need to reshape one of the legs slightly, but you know. But yeah, just thought it added a little something unique to our no man's land, given that, to be fair, I've done things, I mean vanilla, there's no such thing as vanilla on no man's land, but for the most part, I'm following Jim's road layout. I haven't completely stripped it and started again, blah, 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 but I just thought it added something. It's kind of fun. We've got other things planned, some which will take some time to do, but maybe over the winter that might be something to do. But yeah, maybe the nose is a little bit long. Why the long face? Sorry, old one. The old ones are the best ones to a dad. Dad jokes. Right, so, well, I'm just going to be liming for the rest of the day. We can see the development so far of the track, as yet it is unfinished, but it's getting there. It's very bumpy. I've specifically made it quite hard to go in. But yeah, so you can see that I've straightened out the edge of this field, and then actually what I've done is reshape the landscape to get the track roughly level, so that you're not driving across here on a slope. You've just got slope on either side. But then I've purposefully made the track quite bumpy. But it's getting there. There's a little bit more texturing and stuff to do yet. It's not quite finished, but as it's going, it's not looking too bad. Quite pleased with that. Again, something else I've been wanting to do for a long time. Just have all these ideas, and then because the farming, you know, it gets in the way a little bit. But yeah, so it's fine. But it's fun. That's what it's all about. Still need to retexture the entire edge, and that's something else I can do during the winter actually, is to retexture the entire edge of this river and actually finish putting it in, because that still needs doing. Yeah, lots to do. Lots and lots to do. But it's fun. I like the approach, and I can understand that, you know, some people have gone in, they've gone, right, they've cleared the map, they've created it however they wanted it, spent a heck of a long time landscaping and getting it spot on, and then they've just played it. And you know what? That's awesome. But it would have taken me ages to do that, and I quite like the building it organically approach. It keeps changing the map. It's keeping it interesting, and even stuff that I've already done, I can then rechange, and I'm doing that as I go along and all sorts. I love this map, I really do. It's a constantly changing map. There's always something new, there's always something different. It's just awesome. Eventually, I will stop playing it. I don't know when, because I've got so much more to do. I'd be surprised if I'm finished before FS22 comes out. I really am. Really would be. But anyway, I'm waffling again. So I've got this field to do and then 2 more. So I'll get all those done. I'm still hoping, though it's taking longer than I expected, that by the next video, the crops will be dry and we'll be harvesting. But it's not looking overly optimistic at this point in time, it has to be said. But fingers crossed. And so hopefully, next time I see you, I shall be sitting in a combine, or about to be sitting in a combine, or something. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. I am supposed to say that at the beginning of the video, not at the end, but there you go. You know, please share it, please comment, let me know what you think. Just, yeah, all the usual stuff. Hit the bell, you know, click the bell button so you know when I'm getting a new video out. I'm doing a reasonable job at the moment, and I hope I still am by the time this video comes out, of every other day videos, or a week, every other day, 2 on the weekends, and I hope to maintain that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. Do take care of yourselves. I hope you're all well out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.